Hey, everybody, and welcome to Let's Be Saints Awakened. I'm Cecilia Watson, and I'm here with Andrew Birkin. And Andrew, would you like to introduce our guest tonight?
Thank you, Cecilia. So today we have Grant Reddoch, and he's going to be talking with us a little bit about BonaVox and their upcoming morning concert series that they have around in the area, in
Diocese.
the diocese. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
I think they're all in the diocese this time.
Boom.
Not always the case, but
is Mermental?
oh, I lied. I was thinking like Arthur. My apologies. Yeah, okay, we're creeping into the diocese of Lafayette too.
Just kidding. That
Good.
was
Well, the
false.
diocese of Lafayette
We
needs
love
it.
them.
That was
So
false
anyway,
information.
so
Fake
Grant,
news.
if you
Fake news.
you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, no, happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me and for having BonaVox here to talk about things we love to do. So, yeah, my background: I'm born and raised here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I a Schrader. I did not go to McNeese State University. I'm not a poke. I did grow
Wow.
up going and trying to direct the band at McNeese
Oh.
Cowboy games my whole childhood, and then I left and I went to Louisiana Tech, and I came back to work as a chemical engineer over in Westlake, Louisiana. Been here since. So that's
Great. So, how did you come to be involved in BonaVox?
yeah. So music feels like it's been part of my life as long as I remember. Right, the
Mhm.
directing is like a 6 year old. Not really, right, but also just grew up singing hymns in church and then leading music for retreats, self-taught guitar, played piano, did some choir when I was younger, and then took a long hiatus until college. So I got back involved with it at the Catholic Student Center at Louisiana Tech and with the chorus there on campus, and came home and then dove right into the cathedral choir. So choral music, choral singing, and also cantering have become very important to me.
Mhm.
And because of being involved in all those things, I had lots of friends who also had similar loves, like to make music together, right? So a group of us came together. I was not, if I remember correctly, I was definitely not in the brainstorming group
Hmm.
a couple of years ago, but a group of us got together and said, hey, we really miss making this music that we used to do together, especially like stuff you were doing in a university setting, very difficult stuff, a cappella music.
Mhm.
Not that we don't love and find the music that we do with, say, our church choirs or other groups fulfilling and beautiful, but there's something about the challenge and access to those pieces that are challenging that we missed. So we
Right.
came together to create that music, to create that beauty again, mostly for fun. And funny, I think I told y'all this at dinner. The funny part is we got together and we said, okay, we're going to learn this core repertoire that's appropriate for weddings and for funerals, and then some other just kind of general stuff. And
Mhm.
we're gonna sing for weddings and funerals, right? Maybe make a little side money, help
Mhm.
bring beauty to those very very reverent and important days in people's lives.
Mhm.
And ironically, we sang our first, if I'm correct here, we sang our first wedding a couple weeks ago. Over two
Awesome.
years into this
Right.
this journey of
It's awesome.
BonaVox. Now it was a big wedding. We were kind of far in oh dang it, Mississippi, Natchez. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Natchez,
Wow.
Mississippi, beautiful basilica for a musical couple out of New York, right? So it
Mhm.
was a very big deal for us and big day for them. It was beautiful. It's just funny to me, right? You,
Right.
Yeah.
you think you have your plans, you think you know where things are going, and then just kidding. We put on probably close to 20 concerts over the last 2 years around the Lake Charles area and
Mhm.
surrounding, and finally sang at a wedding.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, explain to us what exactly is BonaVox. What is it that you guys do? What is the organization?
Yeah, so we're a 501(c)(3) nonprofit in the state of Louisiana. We have the mission of creating high quality vocal performances for the Southwest Louisiana region and beyond. So, like I said, Natchez is beyond. We're getting out to the Lafayette Diocese.
Mhm.
For this series, we're really excited to go over to the St. Anthony Basilica in Beaumont at our
Mhm.
Epiphany series. So, yeah, starting to get more of that beyond in. We did a little tour. I know we'll talk about tour stuff later too, but
Right.
that's the mission, to create beautiful a cappella music to make this music accessible. So not only in these free concerts we produce or at other things we co-produce, say like a Tenebrae service, but even bringing it to places like nursing homes
Mhm.
where, okay, they're not able to get out and about anymore. We bring that music to them. We have a huge hope to bring this into a prison at some point, just to make beautiful music accessible, not hidden behind tickets always or
Right.
faraway places, right? Bring it right here.
Right.
Yeah.
What would a normal turnout for your shows look like?
Man, we've seen it all. So we had our open rehearsal this last weekend in Lake Arthur. It was a little bit
Mhm.
last minute, and I think we had probably 5 to 10 people roll throughout the morning. And now that's not a show, right? But
Right.
Mhm.
just had a little trickle feed. So people really enjoyed it, and we love stuff like that. We're just there to make music, and whoever experiences it does.
Mhm.
We've had shows where it was just over 20 people, and we've had even of this last summer, right? We were at Good Shepherd for their summer concert series. There's probably over 100 people in the audience, pretty full church, really special night.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not hitting 1,000 or 100,000. We're no T Swift, but
Right.
we're making our
We don't
way.
need
We're
it.
having fun.
Right. Right. So where do you guys perform? I know you said your home is here in Southwest Louisiana, but where exactly would we go to see you perform?
Yeah, so typically it has been in worship spaces. We've performed in Catholic churches, Episcopal, Methodist. We've performed in a Civil War memorial up in Vicksburg, really beautiful
Hmm.
rotunda. Some of that is on Facebook if you go to our Facebook. Yeah, typically churches, but we're not per se a religious nonprofit, right? We
Right.
come from various faith backgrounds. A lot of us are Christian, but mostly what unites us, and I mean, the Catholic faith, like we share that, right? We know
Mhm.
beauty is one of the transcendental, so that's at the heart of what we're doing.
Right. Awesome. So tell us a bit about this upcoming morning concert series. So what is it? What is it about? Just like we talked about the other night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Mourning came about. We put this series on for the first time last year, and the idea was, especially for Southwest Louisiana, we've experienced a lot
Mhm.
in
Hmm.
these last 4 years. I mean, everyone experienced COVID, and the financial stuff that went along with that, the isolation, and then after that, Lake Charles also got to experience things like a freeze, two hurricanes,
Right.
Right. All that
a
fun stuff.
100 year quote unquote 100 year flood. Feels like the streets flooded more often than that, but
Hmm.
just all the chaos, right? On top of just the normal grief that we experience in life, whether that's okay, I got laid off or my mom passed away. Okay, for me, like my grandma suffering with Alzheimer's, it's just like an ongoing thing.
Mhm.
So we all have grief and pain, right? And eventually loss in life, whether it's people we love or just other experiences. I have a really exciting opportunity I'm about to pursue in my career, but there's a grief to leaving these people and this job that I have really loved, right, for the
Yeah.
past 7 years. So the idea with Mourning was to provide a place for people to confront that grief and to process in whatever way they felt comfortable, and just to not to find closure, right? Like therapy's it's
Yeah.
sometimes that takes years, right? We're
Mhm.
not here to promise that, but I think a lot of us are scared to go to those places where we hurt. We don't want to deal with the fact that we're still upset about someone we lost 5 years ago.
Hmm.
But even if, just take a pit stop there through this music, we wanted to create that space and offer meditations and music and beauty to help, one, confront the grief, but two, to move past that into hope, into
Mhm.
resurrection, right? In our faith, or into rebuilding, into
Right.
finally tearing down the Capital One, Hibernia, Calcium, whatever your generation called it,
Yeah.
finally tearing down the tower that stared at us for 4 years.
Mhm.
So you'll see it under, I mean, I have the poster here with us. You guys online can't see it, but the subtitle is A Concert of Comfort and Hope. Last year it was a journey from grief to hope. So that's the idea. And we do it in
Interesting.
November traditionally because of, right, we just celebrated All Souls
Right.
in the Christian tradition. So
Right.
And it's not. I'll say this. I know most of the people probably listening are coming from a faith standpoint, but for those that may come across that aren't, like you don't need to be Christian. You can be Buddhist. You can be atheist. I
Yeah.
bet you could still agree that there's grief in your
Right.
life and that
You
you
can
wouldn't mind a
still
place to process that, right? So
Right.
relate.
yeah,
Right. So, this specific concert series that you have coming up, I know you have 3 different shows. Can you tell us when and where we can, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Attend. When and where would we be able to attend these concerts?
yeah. So the first one we're going to kick it off up in Kinder, Louisiana. First time going up there as a group. That'll be at St. Philip Neri Catholic Church at 7 p.m. on Thursday, November 21st. The next evening, we'll be back down here in Lake Charles, performing again 7 p.m. Friday, November 22nd at Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in
On the feast of
Cecilia's.
Saint Cecilia.
On the feast of Saint Cecilia, aren't we lucky? I knew it was that day, and I totally forgot it coincided with the concert. So
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
It'll be a good day.
Yes. And then the final performance for Mourning this year is going to be over, like I said earlier, in Mermentau, Louisiana. First time getting out there as well. Um, 7 p.m. Saturday, November 23rd.
Awesome.
And these are all, to be clear and to remind everybody, free to attend.
Right.
We're appreciative of anything that you can offer donation wise, but there is no ticket to come to these.
Okay.
So we talked it over, and we'll go to the cathedral show. So that what you said Friday night, which I didn't realize that was on Saint Cecilia's feast day. For those of you who don't know, you want to say who she is,
Oh, Saint Cecilia is the patron saint of musicians
which
and
is
just music in general.
right.
And she's awesome.
So what kind of music will we hear? What songs? What music will we hear at these concerts?
Where'd my trusty cheat sheet go?
He lost his
Closed it.
cheat
Love that. We're
sheet.
going to go. Well, I'm looking for our program because my tablet's dying. Yeah, so I think it's cliche to say there's something for everyone, right? Like it's corny, but I believe that, right? There is probably something that people are going to have different favorites, like any concert or any movie,
Right.
different
Right.
scenes, right? But so we're going to kick it off with Amazing Grace, good old classic, right? Just a little quartet, kind of ease into the evening, and we'll have a few other spirituals or like traditional kind of American hymns throughout the evening, like "Lay Me Low" is a Quaker hymn. I believe it's Quaker. Hope I'm correct. Really beautiful, meditative, kind of slow piece. We've got even some pop songs. So, got MLK by U2, a setting of that. On the back half, the more resurrection, hope, dreams side of that. We've got Breakaway, a little choral arrangement of that. This is a very special series for me. The random Kemi in the group turned side professional musician. Actually, I set the In Paradisum this year to a choral arrangement, and that's going to be debuting up in Kinder. That'll be the first time we perform that for a group in public. So, and that's my first piece I'll ever have to sing out. So I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
Just kind of a
that's
spin
exciting.
on the Requiem Mass, right? The In Paradisum. We've got a setting of Dona Nobis Pacem, some other English choral pieces, like still with the violin Hagenberg. One of my favorites is called My Flight for Heaven. Someone's talking about someone who's been ill, finally making that journey, taking that flight, right? That release. What else? Yeah, just we got contemporary, we've got old Latin text, sect choral work, we've got hymns, pop, all the things. So.
Nice. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, me as well.
I apologize. I didn't know that BonaVox existed.
Still work to be done.
Well, and that's why we're here. So,
Sure.
how can we and how do you guys promote this group?
Yeah, so you can find us on social media at BonaVox, BonaVox SWLA. So we're on Facebook and Instagram. Please follow us.
Yes.
There you can see our goofy Sunday selfies we
Mhm.
post every weekend from wherever we're doing ministry or music, or sometimes from our rehearsal spot at home. We also have a website, BonaVox, swla.org, and you can read a little bit more, about my history and my background, but also we have everybody who is in the collective has a little profile there. You can learn about us, where we come from, what we like to do, and you can even look back at the past series or shows that we've put on in these last
Oh,
couple
cool.
years. And actually, today I was working with Mary Kate. We're setting up finally an email system. So a lot of our it's been word of mouth and social media. And
Right.
if you ask anyone in like middle school or high school, they're like Facebook. That's what old people use, right? I'm old people. I'm not even 30. So we realized maybe we need to really target the people that have engaged and also make sure they hear about it.
Right.
And then, could be someone that's 60 and also doesn't use Facebook. Probably better for them. I should think about it. But send them an email.
Me too.
So we're going to have a sign up if you go to the link tree on our Instagram where you can submit your email and we'll start sending out info about, events we're doing, tour, if we're doing a tour again.
Right. And we'll tag you guys in our posts and whatnot, and send all of our listeners over your way.
Mm-hmm.
I had another question, but I forgot it.
Okay.
Oh, do we have any kind of idea of what other future concerts would look like?
Yeah. So I say historically, right? The history of the last 2 years, but so far the routine that seems to be emerging is we have three sort of self-produced concerts where we're doing them free of charge to the public, or sorry, not concerts, series. So we're in mourning season for us, All Souls Day themed works. Then we go into an Epiphany concert series each year. This will be the third time that we're doing the Epiphany series coming up in January. So think of, obviously, Epiphany, birth of Jesus. We're all church musicians, most of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we're super busy at Christmas.
Right.
Everyone's like, Christmas is over. We're like, not yet.
Not yet.
Come to our
Right.
concerts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Relish in it. Right. So we do 3 nights typically for that. And then we've done various summer things over the years. So the first concert series we did a couple summers ago was first summer series, not first series in general. It's called Divine Love. So you guessed it, wedding appropriate music and other fun things. So we did like Can't Help Falling in Love, the setting of that, some
Right.
Shakespearean sonnets set to really fast, crazy music.
Mhm.
So yeah, we did that one year. We took some of that music and some other like best of BonaVox type songs we felt really confident in and that we thought crowds really had enjoyed. And we did the Good Shepherd performance this summer, and then we took some of that music on tour for the first time. An octet of us went to Vicksburg, Mississippi, where Mary Kate is currently based as a choral director. Hit a couple of churches there, some nursing homes or a convalescent home, and then we stopped in Baton Rouge University Methodist, where Brandon is currently singing on Sundays.
Oh, cool.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, that's the 3 series that we put on. We also have been we're grateful that we've been able to participate in some other services, like we did a Tenebrae service with Our Lady of Prompt Succor in Sulphur this last year in Holy Week. We did the wedding, like I mentioned. We're really excited. Actually, we're going to be partnering with the symphony this coming May, the Lake Charles Symphony, to put on an orchestra-supported choral masterwork.
Wow.
Not,
Interesting.
I can't say 100% what that work is. I have an idea, and if it is that, I'm pretty excited. But keep ears to the ground, both our social media and go and check out Lake Charles Symphony.
Yeah.
That'll be coming up.
Oh,
Really pumped for that.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I think it's a good thing, and I think that anybody listening, you're probably listening for a reason, and that reason is to go attend these concerts and support. Like you said, they're a nonprofit, so anything helps. I think this is definitely a really, really good thing. Yeah. So Kinder, Lake Charles, and Mermentau in
That's it. Yeah,
about
we're ready to sing for you.
2 weeks from
Please
now.
come. We've been working hard, and we do this for y'all. So please
Right.
come hang
Yeah.
with us.
Definitely. Well, did you have anything else to say in closing?
No, I don't think so. It's been fun. Thank you again for having me and for having
Of
BonaVox
course.
here. We're happy to do
Absolutely.
it, and
Absolutely.
looking forward to having you guys at the concert.
Yeah, can't wait.
We're happy to help you guys in any way.
Saint Cecilia.
So.
please.
All right. Well, guys, you need to get over there and attend these concerts. I know these individuals have been working really hard for this. So go show them some love. Go support their.
Yes, and keep listening to the podcast here. I know these guys
Please,
put in a lot of hard
please.
work.
Yes.
We'll be
Thank you.
sharing that for
Thank
sure
you.
on our page as well.
Thank
So.
you. Thank you. So,
All right.
alrighty, guys. Thank you, Grant, for taking the time this evening to come share a little bit about what you guys do. And
Sure.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.